Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So yesterday we went through the final battle for the Waves of Intrigue season, which is a battle against the captain of the Dead Type fleet against Captain Hodgkin, right? So we managed to actually run through his kit, did a brief translation for the character, and I'm going to replay the recording from the stream itself as we ran through the skill set of Hodgkin. So without further ado, let us run through the replay. Let's go. So we are here with Hodgkin, right? So the final boss battle against the final boss in the final chapter. And right here, based on the viewer just now, we can actually see the Chinese description for Hodgkin right here by going to the light mode. So we are able to run through the kit. So now let's run through the kit in Chinese. So cannon fire deals AoE damage to... Wait, hold on. Oh, so we can't see it in full, but we can see it in light. So this is an AoE damage skill, ultimate. Okay. Second skill, 进入灵体状态，免疫物理伤害，并恢复生命。Enter spirit form, becomes immune to physical damage and recover HP. So he's a Hodgkin is a S level Graveborn warrior, by the way. So this second skill, Phantom Respite, allows him to enter spirit form to be immune to physical damage and recover HP. And then Rendering Cliff, fan shape AoE damage, and you're able to steal energy. Whoa, steal energy, interesting. Okay, let's go into hero focus. So there's nothing for hero focus. Ardent Believers, 召唤死潮士兵加入战斗，战士死亡时范围削弱能量。Okay, so this will summon undead warriors from the immortal to battle, and when the undead warriors die in the AoE, the units or the enemies inside the area will get reduction in energy. 666 stuff. Okay, Zoo Team. Sounds like a Zoo Team character, guys. We're going to be in this video. Comment more, guys. I speak Mandarin, bro. I'm a Chinese speaker. That's why I'm your friendly neighborhood Chinese man. Okay, but anyway, so that's pretty much it for Hodgkin's skill set. I think this part will go into the video. So for those of you guys in the chat, you guys will also be in the video. So taking a look at this ability itself, I feel that Hodgkin is gonna be probably a zoo type, like a tanker damage dealer. I guess it really depends on how this Ardent Believer work. We'll run through the battle to predict the skills. Okay, let's run through the battle. Okay, so we can't remove the unit. Let's just run through what he does here. Okay, so this is probably not the skill because we don't have Mythic Plus unlocked yet. Okay, so this is the energy. Oh, this is the ultimate. Okay, let's reset this and then let's run through the skills properly. Okay, so now he uses the ultimate. So this is the AoE cannonball ability. Locks onto the target and then throws the cannonball at them. Okay, so there's some energy. Wait, why is he only using the ultimate? So this is the AoE skill in the fan shape, which is the third skill. Okay, so we're not going to run through Nara's ability because we already know her skill. Okay, so the AoE cannon is like him raising the cannon and then the cannon falling onto all the enemies on the battlefield. Okay. Hello, so this is Zeeebo in post editing. After watching through my very own replay, so in case you guys do not know, we won't be able to see Hodgkin after the final battle because he's dead. Just a little bit of spoiler for you guys. And then we won't be able to revisit the story, so I'll be basing off my speculations of the unit from my replay yesterday. So based on first glance, I think the first thing that came to mind would be like Hodgkin might be a good unit with Florbell because of Florbell's protective blessing, right? Because of the EX weapon to summon the dead type fleet henchman to do damage to the enemies. But then, considering the second part of Hodgkin EX weapon mentioned, the henchman actually has the ability to reduce the energy of the enemies after they die. So that means you might want to let the henchman die faster, and then maybe his kit has some way to quickly resummon the henchman, and that's where Protective Blessing might be slightly anti-synergistic, because Protective Blessing will slow down the rate where the henchman dies, which slows down the disruption ability of the skill itself. So that's one thing that I think we have to actually observe on the actual release to just double confirm. But usually based on the in-game story depiction of the character, the characters usually will have very similar abilities based on what was depicted in the story. Like for example, Sinbad's ability. Right now, if you run through Sinbad's ability in the story, it's actually really close to what he does in the actual pre-release showcase in the Pioneer testing server. So I think Hodgkin's side should be relatively similar. Zoo type warrior semi-tanker character, and might not be that good with Florbell, because unlike Barrel, like I mentioned earlier, his henchman wants to die earlier. For Barrel's kit, right, if you take a look at Barrel's ability, the silhouette is able to reduce energy when they do damage to the enemies. So that's why you want to keep the silhouettes alive for a little bit longer. Whereas for Hodgkin's henchmen, you want to let them die as fast as possible. So this is the main difference why I think Florbell might not go that well. That's number one. Number two, I think with regards to Hodgkin's general outlook, the second skill has some, I would say, insane utility. Entering spirit form, being immune to damage, and then recovering HP can greatly increase Hodgkin's position as a semi-tank against physical enemies at the very least. So that is one thing that I will definitely look forward to use Hodgkin as a semi-tank in a Graveborn centric team. So that's one thing. And another thing is with regards to the third skill, which is an AoE skill that's also able to reduce the energy of the enemies. So based on the different abilities, other than the ultimate is a very simple cannonball strike that deals AoE damage. So there isn't any stun, there isn't any like energy reduction or any debuff applied on the enemy. I think it's just massive damage. But if we base it off the third skill as well as the EX weapon skill, this character probably wants to play around the decaying of mana kind of concept, right? To slow down the enemy's ultimate or slow down the enemy skills usage based on what was showcased. But I think another unit that could work really well with Hodgkin is actually this unit known as Freesto. So why do I say that? Because imagine this, right? If we were to base it off the Zoo team ability, depending on how powerful his ultimate is, we can put Hodgkin behind the real Freesto for the energy regen, for Hodgkin to spam the AoE damage ultimate, which is insane. And then you just have a lot of bodies on the battlefield, right? The henchman, Fresto's illusion, and then maybe you throw in a barrel into a team. Then you have a lot of henchmen just buying like time for Hodgkin to spam the ultimate. So my guess for Hodgkin is that the henchman is there to buy time to slow down the enemy for Hodgkin to unleash his really powerful ultimate. So this is why I think Freesto is one of the good partners, because Fresto's illusion also produces another body, and Freesto is able to tank up a lot of damage before falling. And then, right, if your Hodgkin is not tanky enough, right, with the second skill itself to last through to the ultimate, you can put him behind the illusion Freesto for the 40% damage reduction to help him survive a little better. So this is what I think of Hodgkin kit. I think he's probably gonna be decently game changing, because energy reduction has always been this very, I'll say, like underrated skill kit, especially in the PvP side. Like this, the energy reduction is one of the reasons why Barrel is pretty powerful in a 1v1 setting, because if you're 1v1ing him, then you get this shadow silhouette hitting you. You just keep on losing energy and you just can't cast your most powerful skill of the unit's kit. So that is, I'll say, decently game changing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just an initial review for Hodgkin, just a showcase of the character, and we'll talk more about him once we have the exact skill sets, once he unlocks on the test server itself. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.